Studio Microphone Emio's Journal, Episode 1, My Dream of Living in South Korea. Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Emio's Journal. First of all, thank you so much for being here today. Whether you found this podcast by chance or decided to listen because you're curious about my journey, I truly appreciate your support. In this first episode, I want to talk about a dream that has been growing in my heart for several years, my dream of one day living in South Korea. South Korea is a country that has fascinated me for a long time. Like many people, I first discovered it through music, dramas, and social media. At first, it was simply curiosity. I enjoyed learning about Korean culture and watching videos about daily life. But little by little, my interest became much deeper. The more I learned about South Korea, the more I wanted to understand its history, traditions, and way of life. I became fascinated by how modern cities and ancient traditions exist together. I love seeing beautiful palaces surrounded by skyscrapers, traditional markets next to modern shopping centers, and centuries-old culture still present in everyday life. Another reason why South Korea inspires me is education and hard work. I admire people who dedicate themselves to achieving their goals and constantly improving themselves. This mindset motivates me to work harder on my own dreams and ambitions. I am also very interested in entrepreneurship. One of my biggest goals is to build successful projects in the future. I enjoy learning about business, leadership, and how companies are created and developed. South Korea is home to many innovative brands and successful businesses, which makes it an inspiring place for someone who dreams of becoming an entrepreneur. Another passion of mine is skincare and beauty. Korean skincare is known all around the world, and I love discovering new products, ingredients, and beauty innovations. Learning about skincare is not only interesting to me, but it also inspires some of the goals I have for my future career and projects. Of course, I understand that living in another country is not always easy. Moving abroad means leaving your comfort zone. It means learning a new language, adapting to different customs, meeting new people, and facing challenges you may never have experienced before. Sometimes people only see the exciting side of moving to another country, but I know there can also be difficulties. There may be moments of loneliness, confusion, or homesickness. However, I believe these experiences can help us become stronger, more independent, and more open-minded. For now, my focus is on continuing my studies, learning new skills, and preparing myself for the future. Every day, I try to take small steps toward my goals. Even when progress feels slow, I remind myself that every step matters. One thing I have learned is that dreams do not become reality overnight. They require patience, dedication, and consistency. Sometimes the journey takes years, but that does not mean the dream is impossible. I often imagine what it would be like to visit different cities in South Korea, walk through beautiful streets, discover local traditions, taste new foods, meet people from different backgrounds, and experience everyday life there. These thoughts motivate me to keep working hard. More than anything, my dream is not only about a place. It is about growth. It is about becoming the person I want to be, building a future I am proud of, and creating opportunities for myself through hard work and determination. I hope that by sharing my journey, I can also encourage you to believe in your own dreams. No matter how big or distant they may seem, every dream starts with a first step. Thank you so much for listening to this first episode of Emio's Journal. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends, and leave a comment telling me about one of your biggest dreams. I would love to hear your stories and connect with you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Take care, keep believing in yourself, keep working toward your goals, and never stop dreaming. See you in the next episode of Emio's Journal. Purple Heart Studio Microphone Sparkles.